RV here for RV's Adventure Report. Today I want to do a quick review of a very important piece of backpacking equipment, and that is the camp stove. And I'm going to be looking at this mountain safety research from Windpro that I've had for about 6 or 7 years. It's been an outstanding stove. It runs on the isobutane fuel that comes in these canisters, and it's been a super stove. And so what I want to do is just break it down. We're going to open it up, take a look at it, show you how it works, and talk about some of the pros and the cons of using this in a backpacking situation. Alright, so I know you can't see me, but hopefully you can hear me okay. As you see, this Windpro, it packs up very small into this package, in this little carrying bag. When you open it up, you've got a couple of pieces here that are important to the Windpro stove, and it's these metal shields. Now this shield, we're just going to set it up here on the table, but this shield goes on the bottom, on the ground, and the stove, you can see, just opens out. The legs just fold out like that. They collapse back together. So very simple to set this stove up. Now, flip that out. This is the Windpro 1. They've actually come out with a Windpro 2, which is available now. And as near as I can tell, the major difference is this piece here, where the canister actually connects to the stove, or the control valve. Now they've got it where it will set up, and you can actually turn the canister upside down, and so it'll basically sit like this, and you can control it that way. Now the nice thing is, when these canisters start to run low, if you flip them over, then more of the fuel comes out, and so you get a longer burn time, and it's really a handy thing. So I like that feature of the new Windpro. I don't have that, but you can still just sort of flip this over and run it upside down. So this kind of fuel, I guess there's a little bit of debate about this fuel. It is super convenient because all you have to do is just screw it on, turn the valve, and it's good to go. These are disposable, so that becomes kind of the drawback. You can't just buy a big jug of Coleman fuel or something like that, like you can with maybe the Whisper Light, or I think the Dragonfly runs on Coleman fuel as well, or any of the other liquid fuel stoves, which I used to have and thoroughly enjoyed. But this has been a real treat to use because all you have to do, I carry a lighter, just keep it right in there, but you can use a metal match, Swedish fire steel, anything like that. But all you have to do is turn the valve. Now I hear gas coming out, so I flip the lighter, and there you go. You're off and running. Now this is what makes it the Windpro. This shield here really increases the efficiency of the stove, keeping the wind from blowing all the heat away. And then all you got to do, this is actually an MSR pot that my wife got me, and you just set it right on there, and you're good to go. You can turn up the heat as much as you want, and it cooks very quickly, very efficiently. I love, like I said, I love the stove. Again, the major drawback is the fuel, because it's disposable. You can't refill these containers. But overall, this is a great stove. I've used it for a long time, like I said, about 6 years. These canisters, I can manage to, a weekend backpacking trip, you could use one of those canisters, figuring that you are cooking breakfast and supper, and maybe boiling some water. We just used it on our trip to Nantahala, which you may have read about, and it performed flawlessly. These are supposed to be good for high altitude and cold weather, despite what people say. In fact, that's one of the reasons that I got this, was in case I did some more mountaineering type scenarios, I could use this. Again, you get better performance in the cold weather, the high altitude, or when the fuel runs low by flipping it over and doing just like that. But it's a great stove, very, very simple to use, and so I haven't had any problems with it in the time that I've used it. Great stove. Encourage you to look them up. Again, the MSR Windpro 2 is what they are producing now. So that's it for now. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.